How are you doing? You doing okay? Good morning, and welcome to Turner Cemetery, a live stream. Sorry, I was looking at something. Oh, again, that's what I'm looking. Look at that. Blown in from somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll just put them here. So if you come on, please chat with me. I'd like to have you on the chat. If you can come on, you can chat. If you want to. Now, I did the cemetery with Miss Kim's camcorder, but so it's a little on the shaky side of things. But I'm going to sit down. We got two people on. Hi, how are you? Doing okay? One's probably my wife, but I don't know. Nanny, hey, how you doing? She's sick. She's sick in bed. She was gonna go to work this morning. I was trying to get her up for work, and she said that good night. It's good morning. Maybe your night time. Wow. Strain, or I'm sorry, I can't. The sun's blinding me. Serene, how you doing? Barbosus, how you doing? Doing okay? Oh, I'm alright. I'm alright. I can't pronounce none of your guys' your handle, so forgive me. I'm trying. You can, okay, but yeah, Nanny, you're welcome. At least I can, 'cause my wife, Miss Kim, she told me how to pronounce your name. So I'm by myself today. So she's sick in she's sick in bed. She was supposed to get up to go to work. I got up before her. I didn't want to get up. Did everybody remember your time change up here in America? I did, but I ain't getting used to it. What's wrong with my voice? There's a video in the playlist. It's called Explaining My Voice. It's only like a little over 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes and 40 something seconds. It won't take long to go through it. So that'll tell you everything you need to know about my voice. But just a little bit, I had 7 doctors tell me that I should be mute. There's no physical, medical explanation why I should be speaking at all. That's what they told me. So, if you want more, no, I'm not Mr. Herbert. No, my name's Jason, by the way. Jason Ford, not Chevy. Yeah, though I have thought about changing my last name to Chevy. But that was just a joke, too. That might have not been a good joke for you. But yeah, good afternoon, Juno. Or Juan. Juan. I got it. Juan. You guys better be good. Oh, God has a way of making things possible. So it's all a God thing. What's in the cemetery? A lot of genealogy. My channel is all about genealogy. I mean, if you're old enough to understand what that is, which I know you are, most people are, but that's what I do. Like, say, you're looking for your third great grandpa, and they're right here in Turner Cemetery. Hi. Well, that's what I do. I document the gravestones for people that don't know where. Sorry about the noise. I'll show you where I'm at. Right here is Highway 40. If you go this way, you're going to Nashville. If you go that way, you go to Knoxville. So, see the mountains in the background? I try not to shake. See them? This is on the tip top of Cumberland Mountain. Cumberland Plateau. Yeah, my sidestepping Sheriff Juno, he's in the room. So please be respectful. Because I am a Christian man. I follow the King James Bible to the T. I don't follow after no other Bible either. Because you gotta be careful what you read, because it got to go along with the scriptures. And somebody told me one time back in he's a professor, or he was. I don't know if he's still living, but this was back 24 years ago. So he could be passed on, because he was kindly old back then. But he told me that he took a trip where they've got Dead Sea Scrolls where you can see it, and he knew Hebrew and all that, Aramaic. So he said he took out his King James Version, and this was back, I don't know when he said it was, but he got his old King James, 1611 King James Bible out, and he said that the same stuff that was in some of the scriptures, and that's written down on the Dead Sea Scrolls, he said it was like just the same thing that he got out of the 1911. I think that's when it was first published. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I can stand it if you but I'm a Christian man. But not to say I'm 51, Lord willing, I'll be 52, but not to say that I didn't live a life full of other things. Now I live for God, but back then I didn't. But I was also raised up to fear the Lord. So I was raised up Mom was the Pentecostal woman, and Dad was the truck driver / drunk. So, and he was a ex-Marine. So go figure. I had both worlds right there. So, but I did. Mom did drag me to church. I did. Dad was a coast to coast furniture mover, and so he'd come home and he'd get plastered with the neighbors. So, and then he'd say, "I'll go to church with your mom." I'm like, "Dad, I don't want to go to church. I love cemeteries too, Nene. There's a lot of history right up in here." But one time, Dad said, "Oh, well, you can stay with me." And I think that was just before they divorced in 1983. Yeah, I'm an old booger if you're younger than I am. I look, I look old. I look old with this. But, yeah. But Mom got me by the hair of the head, but it wasn't as long as it is now, 'cause she made sure it stayed, decent. But, uh, she grabbed me by the hair of the head. I can remember it. She said, "She's alive." She says, "Oh, I don't remember doing that." I said, "Mom, yes, you did. I remember." "Larry, good morning, my brother from another mother." Larry is another sidestepping sheriff. He's an honorary sidestepping sheriff. And my wife just texted me, so I can't. Okay, you'll see me. You'll see the tombstone. The house there? Yep. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, you're still there. I'm sorry, y'all. She texted me, which I guess she'd been sleeping all this time. 'Cause I didn't leave the house till like 8:30 this morning. I just, that time change, Larry, it did me in. And I had to wait for the last pain pill. I just took my last pain pill for my back just before I left. But it finally is kicking in. So I'm not walking with a walking stick at the moment. 'Cause I had to wait. I'm like, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do 2 cemeteries, but I didn't end up doing it because when I got to the car, my body said, "No, you're not. You're not even. I'm not ready." So I got some coffee, and I think I'm walking in circles, but that is because this ain't the biggest cemetery. Sorry, folks. But Larry said, "Yeah, it wasn't too bad for me this time." Well, it was for me. That time change. I know, a lot of people are going to be griping at me after I say this, but I like it the other way. I don't like it where it gets, I guess because, I don't know. Maybe I'm just one of them little bit of weirdos out there that, oops, likes the dark to come in early. I guess that's because I go to bed for work at 7:30 at night. So, yeah, tonight's gonna be, well, I might not have too bad a problem getting to bed tonight since we lost an hour. Tony, how you doing? I didn't mean to ignore you. I think you come in about the time Miss Kim, text me. So she's probably just watching on TV instead of getting on the computer. Unless she still probably went back to bed. But you doing all right? You'll be texting me, Tony? Oh, I'm in trouble. Well, but this time change I kind of like because you can get outside and do things longer in the day. But it both are good. I, both are good, but I kind of like the other one better. I don't know. Guess I'm just a weirdo. I said it. You guys didn't, none of you had to say it. So I do, yeah, I do, but I ain't gonna do in the cemetery. But I do genealogy. This is how I do it. I take my GoPro, I get John here, and if you're related to John, you don't know where he's buried. When you see this video, you're like, oh, there's my great grandpa John Turner. And that's what I do. But that's on my off days. This ain't my regular job. This is like, well, I don't know if you can say it's a hobby, because I'm one of them that's trying to find people myself. So, that's why I'm doing it. But I figured in the process of my journey, I'll just take you all along. Yep, this is my real voice. It's my God-given manly voice. It's real manly. When I roar, you can hear it. Roar! Makes people afraid. They shake. They shake like I do. And I'm not scared. But, yeah. And if you believe that, I have some oceanfront property in Arizona. And that was a lie. God forgive me. I just lied to everybody. Lord, please forgive me. But I'm just saying, if you believe it, yeah, I got some property somewhere. It got a big diamond mine. That's why I'm wearing this. I'm keeping the diamonds hid from y'all. No, I never got blessed with that. But I'm blessed in other ways, like my personality. Personality goes along with the voice. Yep, I got property in heaven. That's the most important place of all to have it. Ain't it, Larry? Yep. I don't know, the way things are going, I might never get my own place. Because we're always having to pay for doctors and MRIs, and it's me. It's not Miss Kim. Miss Kim's on. I told him you were sick, honey. I told him you were sick. Told him that you had to call in. Yeah, she's sick. Be praying for Kim. She's sick. She's in bed. So I'm like, well, I'm getting out of here. I got things to do, people to see, people, dead people to find. That's what I do. I find dead people for you. Hey, that should be my slogan, Larry. We need to, yeah, that'd be a good one. I find your, I find dead people for you. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, because it's going to be one of them funny journeys. Genealogy wise, this is what we're going to be doing. But I mean, you've seen, those of that ain't seen, that you're new. This is what I do. Sorry to re-explain. Maybe I need to make a video. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think they had said that like 2 weeks ago, and I ain't done it. But now that it's warm, oh, I found a picture. Joy Ruth Bowman. She lived a long life. Yeah, I was born this way. I was born with a manly voice. But I can't sing. I sing like a hurting tomcat. Like you stepped on his tail and he makes that, ah! That's how I sing. It sounds about like that. I mean, to each his own. I've had people tell me I sound wonderful, but I don't know. But I think you're your own worst critic sometimes. So now if I had teeth, I might sound like Elvis Presley. A hunka burning love. But I doubt it. I don't look like Elvis. I might have to put on a wig for that. Get rid of the beard, leave the sideburns. Be a high-pitched Elvis. Hunka, burning love. Yeah. They don't call me Elvis. They call me the Squeak Man. That's who I am. And that ain't no joke. That's been my nickname forever and ever, amen. And I'm starting to rhyme, ain't I, folks? Michael, just remember to like. Yeah, folks, please just remember to like and share, subscribe. Michael, thank you. You are a blessing, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Michael. So I might do another live stream. I have a cemetery in mind. Well, I got a few in mind. It's just if my car is gonna get me there. So be praying. They gotta make a way to, well, what we need is another vehicle, folks. But we're not, the money just ain't there. I'm just not gonna lie to you. We're not the rich people like a lot of people. We never, me and my wife both been through 2 marriages. Money goes through how you go through money through marriages. And if you've had a couple of those, you might understand the situation. So, it's not like we're people that have saved money back. Not well, we never have, well, I never did have that kind of wisdom. I think my wife has, but not me. I was told by my dad, boy, you better quit spending every dollar you got. Well, you better save it. Well, I didn't listen. So that's why we're in the predicament we're in today, but I have a lot of health issues. Everything just happened at once, folks. I've got an enlarged liver. My back, I hear stuff going on. My neck, I try not to turn it. If I turn it, I try to turn my whole body so I don't turn my neck. I can turn it, but I'm afraid one of these days I'm gonna turn it and it's gonna lock and be right there. 'Cause I hear stuff in my right here in my neck. I hear a popping noise. Like two things are catching each other. So I try not to move it. But I'm one of those people, I can't sit still. I might have ADHD, I don't know. But they did a MRI a week ago, this last Friday. They did a x-ray of my spine on the 17th of February, I think. Yeah, February. So I ain't heard nothing back. So, I hope they hurry up because I don't want to be doing something either at work or at home. Jaybird! Yeah, as long as my pony don't stop working, I'm good. Yep. But, well, I'm talking about my legs. I hope you're talking. I don't call them ponies. Well, they could be ponies. Yeah, you're right. But I'm worried about the point because Dad was almost that close of being paralyzed. They told him not to lift nothing because his disc was fixing to crush his nerves right there somewhere. And I don't know where they're at, but they're somewhere in your back. Now I'm worried, because I don't want to be like that. I got to be doing this for you all. Thank you for your service, Douglas. I can't even talk now. Donald Douglas. Huh, that's an interesting name. Donald Douglas. They must have worked for Donald Douglas. Tennessee. Drop the H, you'd have Tennessee. Huh, that's cool. Ain't it? I think I need something to drink. Here's Michael. Oh, I just dropped down on my knees, if you're wondering. Thank goodness this grass was very cushiony. An angel in heaven. Hi, Tony. Tony says, I feel for you. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope they hurry up and tell me what I'm hearing. I hope they see something, or get me on a treadmill behind one of them, you know, get me on a treadmill and do a x-ray that way. Get me to moving on a treadmill, do a x-ray to make sure they're all in working order. Like a car, when you crank it up, like the valves have to move around. If it ticks, then there's something wrong. Get me on a treadmill behind one of them things that you can see everything. I'm sure something's gonna be a clicking. You'll be seeing something clicking. It'll be a missing. I know. I got a weird sense of medical humor, don't I? Yeah, get me on a treadmill. I'll walk for you. You get me behind one of them screens where you can see the whole skeleton. I'm sure you're gonna see something ticking out of place that way. And it might be affordable. Hey, I might have just created a new way to examine people. Somebody that does that kind of thing, and it might be quieter too. Well, I found this. I don't know where it belongs at, so I'll just place it. I'll place it right here with John D. Turner, if it'll fit. Yeah, it fits. Right yonder. Good spot for it. I bet you that wind. We had a tornado, folks. I found out at the flea market. Uh, we had a bad storm Wednesday night. Bad. Kim was up half the night. I woke up. It was bad. I thought it was gonna take the trailer, but the tornado didn't touch down until about, I think, 20 miles up the road, something like that, at Deer Lodge. Honey, I found out this morning Deer Lodge looks like a bomb went off there. That's where the tornado touched down. We had a bunch of trees down. There was a few barns that they keep their hay in. They were like shred to pieces. But then you had a barn like built, I'd say 1930s, not touched, but just right like a block from it, maybe, not even. A barn tore to pieces, brand new. So that just goes to show you the old way that they built the houses in barns, better than what they do now. You know, that shows you they don't build stuff like they used to. If it can go through a windstorm like that, you know, if I get rich, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a concrete wall house. That way, be protected. Don't even have to go in the basement. You know, up to a certain point, that is. You know, it would cost a bunch of money to have a 2-story concrete house. So, you know, just yeah. That way, you know, like 3 foot thick. And Justin, good to see you, brother. I've been in the sun. That's why I come back behind this tree, 'cause I couldn't see nothing. Yeah, I document cemeteries for genealogy. That's what I do. That's what I do. And I like to laugh, have fun. You know, life's too short to be a stick in the mud. So I'm gonna do another live stream somewhere. I've got I've got several cemeteries in mind. I went to a linary cemetery before I come to this one, and then I decided, no, I'm not going to do a live stream here. I'll do one at, this is, by the way, this is Turner Cemetery. I don't know which one because there's two of them. Find the Grave says that there's like 6 of them, but I don't think there are. Somebody needs to get their stuff together because they say that this one is 2 cemeteries in one. There's no 2 cemeteries in one. As you can see, this is one cemetery. There's nothing else that I'm aware of. If there is, it's in a invisible field that, they've got disguised. But I know I'm being a smart aleck today. I think that's the old man coming out on me, ain't it? You're getting a taste of the old man, the smart aleck. I usually do a good job of keeping that guy. Sock it to him. Better stay down. I'm gonna give you a black eye. But not today. I guess I just ain't had enough coffee or something. Or I woke up on the wrong end of the bed. But I did wake up on the right side. The right side of the bed. I'm still standing. So thank the Lord for that. Praise the Lord Jesus for me being able to be on the right side of the ground. That's the way I call it. Some people say, well, I'm not 6 foot under. Well, I say, at least I'm on the right side of the ground. The living side of the ground. That's a good way of putting it. And I still can't see nothing because the sun. And I left my clip-on sunglasses at home. So that's why. So it's hard to see when I'm driving because I have my eyes are sensitive to light. That's why these glasses are tinted. I'm not a stoner. I used to be, but not no more. Now for a good while. I can't remember that far back. That's how far back. I look like one. Just think if I was on a Harley, but I couldn't ride a motorcycle. Now my legs couldn't do it. I'd be having to stop every minute. You are, Tony? Well, have a tote for me, would you? 'Cause I'm hurting. That might be good. I might have to talk to my doctor. But they're not legalizing it just yet. But if I keep on hurting, I'll go get something at the vape shop or something. I got to do something. 'Cause this morning, I just felt like I could not walk this morning. This morning, my lower back where your sciatic nerve goes into your spine, it was sending, well, it wasn't laughing at me. It was sending some bad pains. And I'm like, well, mind over matter. Can I do it? Can I get up? That sort of thing. So I got up. Once I got moving, I was good to go. Kind of like a car, like a Well, a stick shift, when you have to push it to get it to start it up when the starter goes out. Yeah, I think the starter's good. It's just the fuse box. Well, y'all, I don't know where I'm going, so that's why I'm not getting off yet, because I'm going to tell you where I'm going. So you all chat, look at my pretty face for a second. I'll show you this dude. Well, not this dude. Martha. She ain't no dude. You know, there's one thing I like about these old graves right here. If you noticed, look at my finger. Look how deep they engraved her name. That's deep, but it's been clean. If your family never clean tombstones with bleach, because if you do, now this is smooth, so they've I don't think they've cleaned it with anything that would hurt it. But don't bleach it, because bleach will get in this stone, and it'll actually deteriorate the stone. So don't never do that. That's a bad thing. And I'll show you something else. But on this one, now down here, they always attach the bases. Like on that one, if you see the base from the top, there's either something sticking up out of the ground that they screw that top onto the base, or it don't. They just glue it. But here, like if you see something like that, all you have to do is take some weather uh, caulking and just go around the stones. That way, to seal it up from the weather, and that's good to go. But this one's starting to have like a little crack right there. Maybe something heal it too, 'cause it's could have been a tree right here at one time. But just a good information. So how are you all doing? I need to catch my breath. I've been talking, running my mouth. Well, you're right on. You're right on top of me, Justin. Oh, wow. That's good to hear. You know what? I just got to thinking. I'm resting my rear end on somebody's headstone. That's not respectful. Uh, so I better go over here with the benches. I tried to make you guys out. So I'm trying to think of a cemetery, but I got to have time to charge my phone because it's at 60%. So if I drive a little bit, hopefully the transmission, once it gets going, it's okay. But now it's automatic transmission. Now I have to manually shift the thing to get it where it don't slip. Because if I just put it in, you know, everything takes care of itself, drive, it just don't shift worth a darn. So, Reaper, do you bleep more? I don't know what you're saying. Bullets. Nope. I got plenty of bullets. Your family is special all around Arkansas? Oh, it's cold where you're at, Justin? Justin said it's cold where he's at. And for those of you that watch on TV, thank you so much. Well, thank you for watching, because YouTube's saying that a lot of you are watching from the TV, so I appreciate that so much. But one thing, please like, please like what you watch, please. Because I see a lot of people watching stuff, and I'm like, well, I like everything that I watch on there, because that's just the thing I do. You know, if I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna like it. I mean, if it catches my interest, even halfway through the video, and I click off, but I'll come back and watch it later, I still like it, you know, because that helps them. It helps them out, helps them grow. If it's anything interesting, or I like history, that's my big thing. And with genealogy, you get plenty of history when you look up somebody, because somebody could have went to prison the rest of their life for a murder. You don't know until, and they got requested to be buried with their family, you know. So that's why I like it. But I like the real stuff, not made up stuff. I've watched a lot of stuff, like me and my wife, Miss Kim, was watching something, and they were talking about Bill Gaither dropping with a heart attack at court. Bill Gaither didn't do nothing to go to court. So right there is a bunch of hogwash. So you got to go, you got to do your research. And Bill Gaither is a Christian legend. He ain't gonna go to court. So, that's for people that don't know better. You know, people like that don't like him. That's a bunch of hogwash. And another reason, and if I can get, that's where I should take you. But I don't know if I have any service right there. But it's all tent graves. It's the stamp cemetery that I did, where somebody had wanted me just because one of my great uncles, or I think he's either my great uncle, my third great uncle, or my third great grandpa. I can't remember, because I have so much in this that I can't keep who is who anymore much. But he went to the cemetery, and he said there were a bunch of witches just because my whoever I'm related, I think my great uncle, great uncle, just because he had a star above his name with a circle, that's he was a witch. So I'm gonna go back and straighten that out. He couldn't read or write. The only way he could sign his name was with a star. That's why on the tombstone, because uh, he made the tombstone for his wife and for himself, I think. So I don't like stuff like that. You know, if you're gonna do something that is true. Don't do something that is gonna throw people off. Make it, if it's gonna be about something, make sure you get your facts right. That's all I'm saying. Because it could come back to bite you in the butt. I mean, just saying. It could hurt your channel. That's for sure. If you don't do facts before you post a channel, to post a video. Sorry there. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that, Justin. I need to update conversation about history and fake. Yeah, okay. I was talking about. I need to do a video of that. Yeah, I need to go over there and do one. I think I did, but I'm gonna take you live over there. But I'm gonna wait till Miss Kim gets better because her grandma and grandpa are buried in a cemetery right down the mountain. Now I know I got service right there because we did a Facebook live stream there last year. So we get service right there. So but I'm gonna wait till she gets better. 'Cause it wouldn't be fair to her. So I just come on. I'm trying to think about a cemetery I can take you to next that's got service. See, I'm up here on the mountain. This is Crossville, Tennessee, US of A. Cumberland County. Now, if you're in Tennessee, you know where Crossville's at. Please like, share, subscribe, but I don't know where I'm taking you. Probably Haley's grave, Haley's Grove, because it's a big cemetery. It had to give my phone time to charge up between, because it's a 20-minute drive. So, from here, 20 or 30. So, you all look for me. It is 11:38 Central Standard Time. So look for me at 1ish, maybe before, about 12:45. Well, I'm trying to think of. I want to take you somewhere different, though. Let me think a minute. But someplace, I got it. I got a place to take you. I just like a light bulb went off in my head. So that's about 1 o'clock. So I love you all. Take care. If you can come on in an hour or whatever, hour and a half, I understand. But please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. I love you. Bye bye. And honey, I'll call you in a few minutes. Okay? Bye bye. Check up on you. Bye bye. Love y'all. Bye bye. I said a lullabies, didn't I? Yeah.